Don't you just love it when a plan comes together, girls? Yes, I guess. Now, when is this video he's making coming out? And why do you two look like the way you do? Oh, that's because we are in this video and I teleport our souls to these little minifigures. Wait, what now? I am. We've been here a while ago. I mean, you've been laughing, thinking, "Quest your soul and that's all stuff." Really? Seriously? But wait, how are you going to make videos? There's no Lego set that has that Steven Universe. And if you do, I doubt you will actually pay money for it. That's true. But I just decided to do it because I don't want any Steven Universe images in this video. Because I straight up hate it. So, now let's get on with these reviews. Now, these reviews are gonna be up to the reunion, which means the episode that came after the reunion is not gonna be counted in. And now with that said, let's get into this. The way we start this bullshit set special is with honestly not less bullshit but more things I actually like. Imagine Steven Universe beginning with something I like. And then of course being the whole breakup between Ruby and Sapphire because find out that Rose was Pink Diamond. My god, this is gonna pay the entire episode in the ass later. Why? Keep listening. Now after that disagreement, Stephen and Pearl decide to go to where they assume is Sapphire because they want to calm her down. It makes sense that they went there because, you know, Pearl needs to explain everything because now she can't talk, and Stephen, well, he's kind of the only one that actually knows what to do in situations like these. Like, it's weird how much he knows more than the other one. Why? Wait, isn't it usually men complain about them not being too emotional, so this time why you complain about still being more emotional than the other ones? It's just that you know, this situation seems more like something that everyone else needs to be getting more into because he can't really relate to how Rose was acting to them as much as someone else can, like Amethyst. It just feels like they just want to put him in because that's the only useful part. And probably then breaking the whole thing. Alright. I guess that makes sense. And now, somehow they're able to get their luck, and they, in the first instance of looking for Sapphire, they find it. I would assume it would be better if they would discuss where they should go all the time into the place like where they originally met, or maybe some other places they have Rose's statues or some other moments. But I guess the first time being correct, just somehow manage it. Now when they get there, they want to talk to Sapphire, and she has a bit hard time because, well, Steven has Rose's gem, so she didn't want to face it, and Pearl knew it, but didn't say it, even though she knew the Pearl couldn't say it, so yeah. But still, after they get enough close to her, Pearl decides to tell Sapphire the whole story. It would make more sense that all of them were there, but what will it do? It's kind of traditional in Steven Universe that only one will listen to a story, or just there are some people who you also need to tell a story, but you're gonna tell them later. Now this entire flashback, although it's good, and it does kind of give some redemption to her character, I cannot help feeling like it's nothing more than saying, I know you don't like it, I know you have complaints about, we know you didn't like the things we did, which were basically making Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz the worst character ever. But you know what? It actually was this. She actually was good. We actually were planning this out. It's not our fault you just didn't consider it. Which is honest to God the biggest bullshit ever. I mean, not only that in that flashback, Pink Diamond doesn't feel the same as she did in the flashback because, well, she was supposed to be a bit braggy. I mean, the only part that comes in is that excited part. Nothing else really. So, yeah. I mean, it's still a bit the same, but you know, you get the whole spoiled brat kind of lacks idea. So, yeah. After that, kind of redeeming it, explain why the human zoo was a thing. Which I still only answers why that's a building and not something else. Like, did she seriously allow those humans to be captured or something? Did she seriously want or anyone to take them back? Would say, you know what, it was a mistake. It's clear. This gem wants to do that. If that's what's going to come, destroy it. Which, if you ask me, that's what she should say. So there isn't going to be a lot of chaos. Also, why didn't Pearl say, well, technically the base is going to not be that horrible. I mean, I can assume Pearl saw it, so let's say another plot hole in this entire story. Isn't that a bit of a minor thing? Yeah, why are you complaining about these minor things? It's because I can and because Steven Universe is only 10 minutes long, so complaining about moments need to be a bit more extensive than some other 22 minutes, for instance. He does have a point. Besides, as long as he rages, the more I'm happy. Alright. Now, after the flashback, Sapphire understands it all, even though I would still have a couple more questions. But then again, they go back and Sapphire to go see Ruby, and she finds the letter from Ruby. That's how the episode ends. Oh, this episode isn't the worst thing, although it does kind of bite the whole ass thing. If you realize this is the last episode in which Rose being Pink Diamond actually fucking matters. Wait, what? What do you mean? I mean, shouldn't this whole Rose being Pink Diamond matter the most? Oh yeah, it should. But for some strange reason, even if it's brought up, like, I think a couple of times, I think in the next episode it's also, in the next episode it's also been brought up, and in the Basement Return episode it's also brought up, but as a main thing of a story or something, no, completely forgotten. The whole Heart of Crystal Gems? Basically pointless. I mean, this is the only episode where Rose being Pink Diamond is the biggest coincidence, is the biggest problem. I mean, every other character that finds out about this didn't find at the same time as Garnet and Amethyst is like, alright, I guess I'll just accept that. Like, seriously? Does no one have a problem with that? So yeah, after that whole piece of shit, they go there and ask where Ruby is Amethyst, because she was there and they won't. And they basically start coinciding to get Ruby back. Even though there is no reason for them to be concerned about it. I mean, it's not like she's gonna go anywhere too fast. And yet, I feel like there's some kind of very underlining message here. What do you mean, underlying message? Well, I can't exactly tell exactly that's the right term to use it, but it's multiple people have said that Ruby and Sapphire, when they fuse, like fusion in general, is a form of sex. So whenever Pearl, Sapphire, or anyone else says stuff like, "Oh no, oh no, oh," they will not be able to form Garnet. That kinda implies they are more concerned about sex than anything else. Like, really? I mean, this is kinda creepy to think about it. I mean, you don't know how the person is gonna deal with it, and the way the person like the most basically says go, basically goes, you nothing else, basically one of the most meanest stuff she could say, and you know where the hell she is, but instead of being focusing on her safety and her mental condition, you're more worried about, oh, sex? Seriously? How do people miss this? Isn't that more of a thing they don't really bother that much? Like, say, don't think about it too much. Be quiet, Crystal. No, I mean, how do you like your Nia body? It's good. Alright. Hey, I have my complaints about my body, and now let's go back to the episodes. The rest of the episodes basically Steven and Amethyst going around trying to find Ruby, going to place she might go, and Steven basically acts like Amethyst might have a big emotional situation with this because, again, Rose being Pink Diamond, kinda big deal. But the way they end this is just with Amethyst saying, I don't want to focus on it, I'm just gonna focus on the future, because even though that's that, it shouldn't change whatever. Which is kinda like telling me, don't think about it. We are gonna be thinking about this romance that sometimes seems very unhealthy. Like to the point that the only reason why they love each other is for the sex. Which is, now that I think about it, kinda the biggest thing. Huh. I'm beginning to think people might be taking this whole being made of two people who love each other very much kinda too gently. Is it because I think that's because they don't have that many episodes apart, so they cannot really react, and we can only assume that being is always in a happy relationship. I guess, but I do need to raise my eyebrow, bro. Or whatever this mythic body has. Now, yes, the next episode, which is episode in which Greg is brought up and the whole pink diamond thing with Rose. And again, he's surprisingly calm about it. Like, really, this is a woman he basically chose he would practically marry, a woman he loved probably more than Steven, and he's completely fine with this. I mean, if she was completely lying the whole time. I mean, Rose doesn't even fucking exist. I mean, is it not a bit weird? Yes, it is. It's extremely weird. But Sirius, for some reason, doesn't want to focus on that. I mean, honestly, for a show that's supposed to be down to earth and have more episodes that are more realistic, they do have some times where you're like, what the fuck? You two, be quiet. He's going to snap. If you two, I hope he's not going to snap. Shut up, bitch. No, yeah, the rest of the episodes basically Ruby, Steven, Greg, and Amethyst being cowboys and doing whatever the cowboys do. Well, Amethyst is a horse, and Greg, Steven, and Ruby's the one that's a cowboy. Even though his design looks more like Indian, but like an Indian's, so it would make more sense to have that be a thing, because then why does he have that designed? But that's besides the point. They basically go on this entire journey. It's a decent journey, but then we go to the ending, which is basically we proposing to Sapphire. Which is, a bit weird thing to focus on. I mean, the special is called Heart of Crystal Gems, but shouldn't it be called Heart of Garnet? I mean, ever since the ending of that first episode, it's kind of mostly just been Garnet and Ruby relationship. And surprisingly, we don't even get that many interactions with that in this, but except they're happy to do it, so what the hell. And the next episode is basically people getting ready for the wedding. Which is alright, so so immediately after this they're getting ready for the wedding, like, alright, first thing, Parrot's back in the episode, so that's good. So, which does bring up the question where she was she seriously just sleeping in the bathroom or something? Who really knows? But after that whole thing, they're basically getting ready the invites. And Sapphire is sad because they're only 10 and she kind of wants to celebrate this occasion with all of them for old friends. Like those who and Bismuth names and why can't I remember? Because there's just 2 out there. So yeah. She's kind of upset and she kind of wishes to celebrate with everyone that was there. And Ruby suggests that they could put the bubbles, bring the bubbles here, because there's never explained why they couldn't. But Sapphire says it's too big of a risk. Even though, if you ask me, you could just bring the bubbles there, give an extra bubble. I'm pretty sure all of you 4 could make a giant bubble to keep everyone in. You then use your crystal powers to put some kind of block around those bubbles. And then you guys could sit in that areas and put on signs and some other basic human ways to block something out. So they're next to them, have Lion there, and have Parrot that build those attack drones or something to some kind of device to keep everyone away. But no, it's too big of a risk. Which, if you say it's future vision, well, Reunion completely blows that out of proportion. So yeah, after that, Steven basically gets where someone's going to sit. And then he decides to take Bismuth with it because she's the only one that can be taken with. So he goes to get Bismuth. And like everyone he should be unsettled. So he frees Bismuth. And he wants to talk to her calmly. But since she's still a bit shocked, and when she saws the bubbles, she kinda assumes, well, is that everyone who disagreed with her? And she basically goes to try to break free. But unfortunately for her, it's sorta not the case because, well, they're all just a bunch of corrupted monsters. Which is good if I she didn't know those things, but it's basic logic. If she knew what they were, then everybody would be again upset because, well, they're making those before something. But it's good that they didn't they have her terrify and all that. Steven goes to save her and asks that he needs help beating them. Even though I'm pretty sure it's been established at this point that they don't need their help. He doesn't need anyone's help to beat one corrupted gem. I don't know, I feel like he should be strong enough at this point. Well, to be fair, maybe if he make his bubble with those spikes, he wouldn't break it or something. And it would make sense for her to try something. To have a snap out of it. Because the moment? Yeah, probably, but still. After they beat the corrupted gem and bubble her, Steven basically explains everything, and Bismuth for the character that she was in the special previously, you really need to like facepalm yourself. Because this is a character who went overboard just with Rose saying, no, we are not gonna be shadowing any gems. But yet, Bismuth, this rebellion leader who said I could be anywhere she wants was actually a diamond. The thing I was fighting specifically against and made the weapon specifically for her. Huh. Just scream a bit in the lava and everything good and not be upset or anything. Like, seriously. What the hell? Then they have a big conversation. Steven reveals that Ghana has played up. Smith says they're her favorite couple, which still feels a bit weird to me. Why wouldn't it feel weird to you? Who really cares? Good point. Alright. Now, after that, he wants to reveal Bismuth. Instead of just basically, he wants it to be a surprise. He tries to introduce her, but she chickens out and goes to the forge to make weapons. Wait, that forge door is open? Was that established? But maybe she knew that Steven would come, so she just left it open because he would probably try any way he could to get in. Alright. So he talks and really makes it that, well, she wants you there, so this yeah, I should come. Oh wait, I should make one thing first. So she shows up and Barry's like, can you introduce me to her and all that entire part, and Sapphire, Ruby and Pearl are all like, get in, all happy. Which is not, I'm not gonna be lying, I expected the relationship they go in this. I mean, they did kind of hint at that. And to be fair, a lot of people complained that Bismuth wasn't brought out. Hey Bismuth, can you please help us fix the ships, that's how we could go home to save Steven? I don't know, if Steven and Lars were in there for so long, then you would assume they would free them, but anyways, I guess they just wanted to make a more appealing link. And now we got to reunion. Excuse me for a second because this episode starts out with something that I hate very much, so I need 1 minute to scream out. Alright, sure. This is gonna be fun. What the fuck? Alright, I think I'm fine now. Shouldn't you wait a couple of moments before? Bitch, like I said, this starts with making me go crazy so I can react how I want. Alright, now, as my screaming didn't indicate, the way we start this is with Steven Universe songs. And like I already established multiple times, I really don't like Steven Universe songs because they're way too down on earth and never really go over the top as they should have, even though the show they do have the balls to go a bit more over the top. I think even at the beginning of the song they had that. But anyways, the way this song is basically the day let's think about love, which is just the biggest insult to everything. Because, well, let's really think about what they should be thinking about right now. What they could be thinking about. Lars is still in space with their group, and it's not been established that they got those crystals and are on their way to Earth. As far as we know, they got them and they went back going to Earth. Then, it's only a matter of time before the Diamonds realize he's no longer on Earth, or they find out that human that was with them went with the ship and they went after them, or anything, but instead they are more concerned about love, marriage, and that. Which for some people that sounds great, that they're more focused on love, but here is the small little detail. Sapphire can see into the future and she doesn't go see if there's a diamond attack. Like granted, I know she doesn't wanna be ruin the surprise because of the whole wedding thing, but that's kind of a bull. But couldn't she like go a bit more further to see exactly a few days ahead or something? I mean, that would make sense to see at least how long they have until Diamond's attack, and that would make more sense. And how it's not a direct vision. I mean, when she's gone, she can see the direct future. Right now, she can only see one version of the future about any other possibilities. So why didn't she? So wouldn't she just see what's the most likely outcome? Who knows, really? But instead we get an annoying song which basically says, there are much more important things we should think about, but let's focus about this relationship which could make someone feel like sex is the only thing in this relationship. We so see that only Paradox wearing a dress, which is just a very minor pick. I don't know, I would expect Pearl to wear a dress and Pearl to also be wearing a dress, and Sapphire be wearing a dress and Ruby having a suit because that would make more sense. Because, well, Sapphire is already someone who wears a dress, so it will make sense for her to wear a dress, and she's more feminine than Ruby, so it would also make sense. Plus, Ruby saw a whole cowboy thing, and she knows that cowboys wear suits and or whatever they were wearing that time, so it makes sense for her. But hell, they want it to be politically hip to showcase it doesn't need to be the more female, the more feminine to be wearing a dress as wearing a suit, even though they could have both of them wearing a dress. Like, wait, why didn't you just have both of them wearing a dress? I mean, both of them are female, so why? Who really cares about that point? I'm guessing a bunch of social justice warriors are going to be coming for us now. Bitch, I'm a fucking reality warper. Those social justice bitches can come and say, how dare you not be PC enough for complaining about the part about Ruby wearing a dress and Sapphire wearing a suit. How dare you complain about that thing? That is a great thing. Well, guess what? I can kill them in a span of seconds. Whereas after that, they basically have a wedding. It basically goes alright, with Ronaldo and Bismarck being the only ones that wear armor, which is a bit weird. We also get a tiny notch to the whole episode where Jamie was in love with Gon and all that, which is, I'm confused. Are people aware of that? Were people aware Garnet was actually too furious, so why wasn't he aware of that? And when in how they explain that to them. Like, I am curious what's the secret thing they keep in this world, because sometimes I feels like they kind of contradicting each other. Who knows really? Oh, also for some such reason, Steven is the priest, which granted I don't think that there's a priest in Keep It City, because we'll probably all be aware of that from the first season possibly, and then taking a priest from somewhere else and then explain it specifically and showcasing that would be a bit time, and they kind of want to be married like right already, but who really cares? They have a little dance and that whole thing, and they have a little joke with Mary doing and well, I said his name previously. That Mill, man, Jamie, yes, Jamie, and that whole thing. Well, that's supposed to be like a bit of a gay thing as well, but between two men, which I did just find right now. Notice that although I'm pretty sure that lists of gay people is less than straight people, only Steven and Connie are straight, and everybody else and Greg is straight, but everybody else is in there seems to be with another one except the ones who are already married. Oh, also, have you noticed how Steven isn't anyone's at all thinking about the whole loss situation? Whatever happened to that? I mean, some people actually said that this was season 5 supposed to be like a big conclusion, but I'm just going off the tangents right now. And now the diamonds attack. Oh my, you get excited. Finally, an awesome battling. And it's all complete and all bullshit. 1 second, I need to skip how bad this battle is. Again. For God's sakes! You barely just have a hard and when you're fucking out of it, I mean, who the fuck does this sort of shit? I mean, what the fuck? Didn't you say in one time that the battles are terrible in the US? Shh, be quiet, Crystal. Just be quiet. No, anyways, that's coming to attack. They try to awaken the cluster, and Steven tries to put it back in a bowl by sleeping. I guess I've seen lamer ways to start out battles. Oh, who am I kidding? I probably didn't. Nah, I think I didn't. All the ones which probably just lazy, this was probably the worst way to start battle. But anyways, cluster comes out and there's just an arm. Which I am wondering what's the other parts of cluster, but let's all be honest, it's probably just nothing. And then the cluster and yellow diamond have an arm wrestling contest. Really? An arm wrestling contest. That's the way they fight. And in the meantime, blue diamond comes to fight the crystal gems. I'm kinda shocked she didn't bring an army with her. Oh, yellow. Like, seriously. I mean, you think they'll be in an army because they want to destroy it completely, so if they're gonna have a battle on the field, then they should bring out the weapons. Also, that no one on the... You know, I am wondering why no one of those NASA or whatever NASA equipment is in Stereos came to attack or something. Who knows, maybe when they come back to Earth, there will actually be stuff like this. But probably not. They're probably gonna end this all nice and cherry with everything being mostly back to normal. Now, yeah, after that, after battle. Now, I mean, the Christian battle Blue Diamond, which is supposed to be a suspenseful battle, but to be fair, it's mostly just bullshit. The Christians fuse. Blue Diamond's mental powers make them pop. Connie is the only one that can fight her because she's no longer affected. She goes there, she tries to attack it to break her. Blue Diamond breaks the sword, which I am still wondering why the hell the sword's supposed to be more powerful than a regular sword, but who really cares? Still, I'm pretty sure that sword could have damaged a diamond. I just don't know if it would make. Hell, she actually blocked that, so I don't know if people know this, but when you block something, it's not a chance that it will be so much more powerful unless if it's someone equally as powerful striking it down. So I don't know why people were so scared when they saw that. So afterwards, Garnet tries to take her down and all that, and just a bunch of lame speech, which is just going to a joke like, actually, I just didn't want you to move so Lapis could take you down. Oh yeah, Lapis is back. That definitely doesn't feel shown in. Just why not? Like seriously, Lapis snaps that, puts that whole thing on her, the built house, and then she's like, if I'm gonna be hunted down like a criminal, then at least I might as well be a crystal gem. And surprisingly, although it's pretty strongly instated because of the hair that Lapis was poofed by a basement, why the hell is she so come to the next basement, and who the hell is she, and why is no one wondering this? And whoa, they didn't thought this through enough, did they? Blue Diamond's never not poof because of by that, and because it would be kind of bullshit. And she just comes and says, Lapis Lazuli does every gem, and basically she has a big rant about how they email Lapis Lazuli, what I'm assuming is like a high-ranking court member. But I am wondering how this court thing works in Steven Universe because they don't explain it that well. And they basically just say, they just go on a full-on attack, which is supposed to be suspenseful, but since the level of their power isn't exactly anything impressive and it's kind of weak, I mean, how its empathy powers for crying out loud is the biggest threat, and basically gave her one good hit on her, which matters nothing. I think it's supposed to be badass, but since Blue Diamond was never shown off to be the badass one, it's kind of underwhelming. Maybe it would be better if it would be Yellow Diamond, but as for Blue, it's nothing. And meantime, Cluster beats Yellow Diamond in an arm wrestling contest, and Yellow Diamond joins the fray. For some strange reason, the crowd doesn't decide to take down Puff the two diamonds, but who cares? Admittedly, there's an awesome scene with Blue basically coming down and just putting the arm that crushed Blue up, which is very kind of bad good. But that still tries to explain the whole thing that he's Rose, but maybe saying that does not make the most amount of sense. And which would make more sense for him to say like, look you two, I remembered if you want to say it, if you are still convinced that I'm Rose Quartz, let's just say I remember exactly what happened. If you want to find out the truth, like, I know you do, I'll tell you. But trust me, trust me, it's going to be far-fetched and you're not gonna believe it, but, well, sorry, but it's true. But still, because he says, I am actually Pink Diamond and she still hears something along those lines, they basically, I guess, proof him or something, but it's really just weird. Now, we go to this weird location, which is, just, what the fuck? I can only see a video about that location. And Steven basically, comes out like a spirit and says, and he's on Connie. Which is a bit weird, more confusing, but really, who cares? It's only they are their thoughts. And let's just say their thoughts seem like really weird. Like, Gara just punching the window, punching it through, which I do to ask, is that what she's thinking and doing, or I don't know, it just looks weird. I mean, it just seems so weird if they are supposed to be their thoughts, their main thoughts. But it just looks weird, and possibly very cheap out of an action scene. And Steven basically goes around and basically helps through them and basically gives their thoughts something else to focus on. Which is, still, it makes you feel like Robot said they cannot do any of their own development. Like, seriously, can't they just for once realize on their own? Why does it always need to be Steven the one that reminds them? But anyways, he goes close, after he's doing all the inspiration to them, he's going to the diamonds and basically trying to explain them everything. The first try fails and they are then aware of it. And somehow the diamonds are aware of this mortal field in a way which doesn't make sense and who we focus on. And they free it all and the battlers are immediately, and he basically shows the memories he has into them or something along that lines. And then it's completely and then after that he completely comes back and everything's settled. That's right. The entire fucking thing is utterly and completely settled. The diamond's on fire anymore, the gems are just focused on that and just completely everything is fine. And that's how we fucking end this fucking episode. Yay! Ha ha ha! You must be suffering right now, huh? I knew it. Bitch! Bitch, let me tell you something about Steven Universe. The middle of the episodes are shitty as fuck, but the endings are just underwhelming. Wait, what? That's right. I am honestly more pissed off at the beginning. I was more pissed off at the middle than right now at the ending. But you can be. Yep, I am. And now, why don't we go back to our dimension? What? No. I want you to snap. This should make you snap. Bitch. Shut up. But you know what? I have a bad idea what we could do now. Before we go there. Oh yeah, and what's that? Throwing you off the magical arm that somehow over here came. So what do you say? No, we don't need to. No. Ooh, that is something disgusting. Yeah. Why was that a giant blackout? Don't focus on that. No, anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it. I can't wait to see all people next time. Bye. Crystal? Bye. Talia? Goodbye, darlings. Die. Just die.